I have an important revelation for you all. Some of you may know over the last several weeks, I've built up a cash position. Virtually all of that cash position is now deployed. I deployed some of it on Friday, deployed some of it today. I'm going to share a couple of my buys with you and tell you what I bought. But I'm also going to give you a more macro outlook. And I'm going to start with that because it will hopefully help explain the purchases I decided to make and why I decided to make them. So we're in a very choppy environment right now. We saw the market down big last week, recover, and end the week up positive. That was shocking. I don't think many people expected in the depths of despair that the market would be up for the week of last week, the despair of last week. People were texting me as Russia was invading Ukraine, fearful that it might be a 10% collapse. I know some of you guys have heard me talk about Russia, Ukraine. I don't think it's a meaningful impact on the market fundamentally. So I happen to have said that day it was going to be a maximum of 4%. We never really crossed, as far as I'm aware, the 4% barrier on that day. And then we ended that day in the positive. So quite interesting there. That was the first thing that led me to say, okay, maybe this is signs of a good buying opportunity. Good time to put this cash to work. Made a whole lot of sense, and we began to do that. The timing was just perfect. So we decided to start putting that cash to work. However, I think the choppy waters may remain. At least I would be prepared for them to remain. Obviously, we saw a red open, a green, a red, a green today. So choppy waters. And it's not like we're flat, right? We were all over the place today. And I expect that to remain. And not because of just Russia, Ukraine, but because the Fed is going to be moving. Today we saw rates fall, which is quite bullish for tech stocks, which are up quite nicely today. The NASDAQ in particular. But I'm not sure if that's going to be the norm, that rates are falling. I think rates are going to continue to rise. And if today's move was just based on rates, that is somewhat concerning. So I would not bank on that. I would bank on the Fed is tightening, and we have to pick names that are likely to continue to produce cash flow and are trading at valuations that are good relative to their cash flow. So what stocks did I add today? Well, I added some Bitcoin ETF, but more importantly, I added JP Morgan and Meta. I added Meta. JP Morgan and Meta are very well priced relative to their earnings. They've got very relatively low PE ratios, and they look quite ripe for picking in terms of buying. They're both well off their highs. They're not making highs right now, and seem like good points of entry. So I decided to make those purchases. In addition to the fundamental stock-specific reasons, the technicals and the market opportunity are also matching up. And when you get all those forces in line, it's typically a good time to make a buy decision. So we have. Last week, on Friday, there were a couple of decisions that were made and cash that was deployed. And if I didn't fill you in well enough on Friday's video, hopefully I'm going to fill you in a little bit better today. So the fundamental stock that matches that same low PE type story that we just mentioned with regards to JP Morgan and Meta that we added was Intel. We think Intel is a particularly well-priced name and is doing some very interesting things in Bitcoin mining and the crypto space. I'm making a bet that Pat Gelsinger is going to turn that company maybe not around. Maybe it's not like they're going the wrong way and they need to go back the same way, full 180 degrees. But maybe he is bringing them to the new world. Maybe we got Christopher Columbus on the ship looking for something new. So I like that. They make tremendous money now. They have a dividend. They have a low PE. And if they're going to experience growth over any sort of single-digit year period below 5, so 3, 4, 2, whatever it is, I'm willing to prepare for that. And I think it's very well priced stock. So, added Intel. In addition to Intel, last Friday, I added many growth names I like very much. Discuss those. Have videos of those on this channel, like Jumia, CRISPR Therapeutics, Virgin Galactic. I've discussed Smile Direct Club. I did add to that stock as well. Obviously have holdings in all these companies I'm saying I'm buying and I'm talking about. So that's how I'm positioned. I've chosen names that I like, that I think are individually well priced and are presenting good opportunities to make a decision. What the market does with regards to rates is highly uncertain. And I'm seeing signs that the market is going to remain choppy because of that. However, even if there is a dip in these names and in the indices, I still feel comfortable adding these names to my portfolio because I don't want to miss out on the chance that I'm wrong. They're well priced now, so I'm going to buy them now. They're particularly, in my opinion, in my view, well priced now. And this is not investment advice. I'm not telling you go buy them now. You know, don't want to catch a case, but that's my thinking today. So that's today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, peace out.